So I may have to make another video covering the rest of the stuff that went down this episode.
I have to do something.
Because I don't have a choice but to dwell on how terrible of a job Rhaenyra did in briefing these poor Targaryen bastards on how to claim a dragon. I'd love to talk about how this guy's smile both confused me and made me happy at the same time. What an odd and enjoyable experience. I am still processing what emotion I actually feel when I look at this. But no, can't talk about that right now. I'd love to talk about how Alicent's scenes could be omitted from the episode and it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest. But no. I'd love to talk about how Daemon's storyline finally had plot development that didn't involve tripping Sack. But unfortunately, for the second week in a row, we see Rhaenyra send innocent people to their doom without giving them any information on how to increase their chances of not getting roasted alive. But her choices this week made her character near irredeemable in my eyes. Since she didn't know what to expect when attempting this with Sir Steffon Darkland, I can understand that telling him not to get in a fighting stance may have been an oversight. Considering Sir Steffon was a well-respected knight, I can understand that she may have thought that reminding him not to show fear may have seemed redundant. But this week, all of the potential riders are common folk, who almost definitely know even less about the customs of the dragon riders than Highborn.
We don't really understand why a dragon chooses its rider.
I understand now that what I thought I knew is ash in the wind.
And the method she decides to go with when trying to find a rider for Vermithor, the second largest,
The largest in the world, after Vhagar.
and arguably most unhinged dragon in the series,
And perhaps the most fierce.
It's called the Bronze Fury.
is straight up barbaric, to say the least.
In many ways, I think there's a way of looking at that scene as ritual sacrifice.
And because of how terrible of a job she does at mentoring these naive and uninformed peasants, it's hard for me to tell if she actually wanted to find a rider.
I've nothing more to tell you. It must be the dragon who speaks.
The sea is always right.
Or if she was just pulling a Joffrey.
Father had other children.
I suppose people who do believe that filth consider Robert's bastards to be better claimants to the throne than Cersei's children.
And was actively trying to eliminate any other potential claims to the throne that could contest her in the future. Because she sends the entire flock of Targaryen bastards onto this little platform, all at once, and once again provides them with no actual information on how to interact with the dragon, I am forced to believe that she did this on purpose. She doesn't give them a speck of information that could potentially make the difference between someone being a rider and becoming a snack. She doesn't say, if you're easily terrified, then this is probably a bad idea for you.
There is a lot of fear and anxiety going on in this apartment. The pet parents are afraid of Rocky becoming aggressive, which then makes the dog fearful, and that triggers the aggressive territorial behavior. So it's like a never-ending spiral.
No, she says,
You might never return. If you survive, you will be transformed.
A man or woman can face a dragon and be otherwise.
Some of you may welcome the prospect of change.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Let the tournament begin!
along with that, it seems like the guards were told to block the exit. For what reason would you not let volunteers leave unless you want them dead? After this week, I'm solidly on Team Green. I don't hate the actors, and I don't hate their characters, and at least they're interesting and not annoying as shit and make dumb decisions constantly and just bother me with bullshit makeout scenes. They don't do that, so I'm on Team Green now. And this is also the second week I found out that the actor who plays Rhaenyra took it upon herself to make an edit to a pre-scripted scene.
This was actually Emma's pitch for Rhaenyra to go and like walk amongst the seeds as though a pastor amongst her flock in the terms of a religious cult.
Suffering will be ended.
And without bloodshed.
If you're supposed to be a pastor, then you just led your flock to the slaughterhouse. You know, I can't even blame the actor for the edit,
We'll go to him now.
because it seems like the showrunners were gonna have Rhaenyra do even less than this joke of a pep talk.
May the gods bless you.
My question to the showrunners is, are you trying to make me hate Rhaenyra? Because this scene makes me hate Rhaenyra. Last season, I thought Team Black made clear sense. I thought it was obvious they were the good guys. But I'm just so sick of Rhaenyra's shit. I can't take her anymore. I really can't. Honestly, don't be surprised if you see a Why I Hate Rhaenyra video coming out in the upcoming weeks. Because all her character has done this season is piss me the fuck off.
When you realize that Rhaenyra is just basically throwing stuff against the wall and seeing whether it sticks, and seeing if somebody can emerge from this, it goes very bad very quickly.
Subscribe! He's quite angry inside.